It's been less than a few hours since the friends of Trenton Easterling sat down with the state police to discuss their roles in the murder of Tristan Cole. And though it took some effort, the police were able to get a clear description from both young men about the dropping off of Trenton and then picking him up right after the alleged killing of the 17-year-old student from Mercer High School. But in episode 2, 2 other students will throw in a monkey wrench, a potential plot twist, making the story sound more like a conspiracy than a single act of violence by one lone teenager.
We back, baby.
All right, we back. Let's go. Here we go. Episode 2. Now, check it out. This is a lot of fun stuff happening in episode 2. Okay, so first let's talk about the interrogation of the alleged killer, Trenton Easterling. Okay, there are 2 moments in this video, and I thought about sounding like the smartest guy in the room and pointing them out, but I'm not going to point them out. I'm going to let you point them out. There's 2 moments in this where we actually get a chance to see the underlying issue. Let's see who's sharp enough and pays attention enough to see those 2 moments. There's 2. Put the timestamps down below and say what you saw. It's very interesting. You see the dynamic. You see the problem. I'm going to talk about it at the beginning of episode number 3. So go ahead and put down what you think. Let's see how many people see it. And then at the beginning of episode 3, I'll elaborate on what I saw. Now, the next thing is, and this is cool as well, we got 2 other interviews from 2 other students that are in the school. And it's the first of its kind. You've never seen the second. It's never seen it before. Never seen the dynamic. I can't wait till you see it. Can't wait till you think about it. I'll bring it up when the time comes, but you're going to really enjoy it. So thanks for being here again. Let's dive in.
It's just it. I'm a detective for the state police, the city elder, even the sheriff's department. Okay? We just like to talk to you about what's going on. I'm sure you know kind of the broad thing about what's going on and why you're here. So we'd just like to know what you know about what happened. Tristan sounds good. Okay. I'm sure you know more than that. Everybody else does. Is there anything else you can tell us?
Mm-hmm. He started, he was missing, and then he was found dead.
When did he go missing?
He didn't show up at his house on the 12th.
12th? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he go to school?
On the 12th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go to school with him?
Yeah.
Okay. We talked to quite a few people today, and we know that there's a whole lot more to this story than he didn't show up at school or he's missing. And we know that you know a whole lot more about this story than that. So I'm just going to ask you to be honest, tell us what you know. This is your chance to talk to us. Certainly you know more about it than he wasn't in school one day.
All I know is that he didn't show up on the 13th of school. Granny came and talked to me. I said that he was missing, and then today I found out he was dead.
How close are you all? Close?
Pretty good friends.
Pretty good friends. Okay, you all go out and do stuff together?
Sometimes.
Okay. When was the last time y'all went out and did something together?
Same one as
well, that was Tuesday. What'd y'all do Tuesday?
Same at the park. What's fine?
At the park? Okay. What happened at the park?
He wanted to talk to me.
Okay. About what did you talk about?
Just wanted to talk. I wanted to know what Deep Creek was. I told him, and then I made some friends.
Why do you want to know about Deep Creek?
I don't know. He just asked how to get to Deep Creek Church.
And you knew, or?
I typed it on Google on the maps.
Okay, he didn't have the internet, or he'd have to, I mean, it's just weird why we asked you that.
He just asked me how to get to Deep Creek.
And you drove to, where was this at that you met him?
Westline.
Okay. So he just texted you or called you, said, can you meet me over here?
He asked me at school to meet him on Westline. And then he called me a couple times. I was at my friend's house to go meet him. So,
whose house were you?
My friend's dad.
Who's that?
Light.
Okay. Where is he in?
off the right.
Oh, like across from the Army tank?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you all were at school. He texted you and said, "Can you meet me out here?"
No, he walked up to me and asked me.
Asked you if you could meet him somewhere else later to ask him where this place was.
Well, he didn't ask me at that time. He waited until I got to the park.
That's my thing. Like, why didn't he just ask you right then? Why did he have to meet you somewhere later to ask you where this road was?
I guess he wanted me to go with him or something.
Okay. Do you know why he was going there? Have you ever been there?
Deep Creek? I've been there a couple times.
Okay, what'd you do? What'd you do there?
Hey, Mom was me finds in there.
Okay. How long ago was that?
I was little.
You got anything?
how did you were at your friend Zach's house? How did you get from Zach's to West Lane?
I walked.
And then you met up with. How long did you all talk?
Just a few minutes.
Like more than 10? Less than 10?
I'd say probably.
And all he wanted to know was where Deep Creek Road was at?
I don't know where Deep Creek Church was.
Why couldn't he have texted you, Nash?
I don't know.
After I guess you give him directions.
I'll pull it up on the map.
I got you. Okay. After that, where did you go?
I went back to my friend's house.
Did y'all leave, like separate? He drove away, you walk away?
Do you have any connection with that church? There's a church up there. You don't have no reason for you to go there? Have you ever been there?
Deep Creek Church?
Yeah.
Drove by.
You've never stopped at that church?
Do you have a license?
I have a permit.
Yeah.
Isn't there a cemetery there?
Mm-hmm.
You ever been to that cemetery?
That's fine. I don't.
Well, you would know. I mean,
When I was little, I haven't been there.
you've been there a nice little while. Now, you understand that when we ask somebody questions, we almost always know the answer.
And we usually ask simple questions to see if they're going to tell the truth or if they're going to lie to us.
So every question that we've asked you, we know the answer. We're just seeing how honest you're going to be. And right now, we're not being honest. I mean, we know. I mean, it's 2:20, so you got to imagine what we've been doing all day talking to people. So we know the answer to these questions that we're asking.
And we've been at this since 8 o'clock yesterday, last night. And this is not our first night on the job. Okay? You're not the first person to sit in that chair and talk to us that's made mistakes. Okay? The only way to make it right is to tell us what happened. That is it.
At school, when I told he asked me to get him at West Line, he called me off to my friend's house. Told me to get in there. I left there, met him there, and asked him where Deep Creek Church was. I told him when I get there, I put up maps, he asked me to go with him. Went down there with him. And then we waited there for a little while, and then I decided to leave because we were just sitting there, so I called my friend back, he came pick me up at Deep Creek Church.
We're getting better. Okay? It's getting better. All right, we know that you went down there. Okay? You need to tell us what happened.
We sat there for a little while, we go up and down Deep Creek a couple times, and then then I got out of the truck, I went over to the church. I waited for a little while, I called my friend and asked him to come over there.
So you said you got out of the truck and went over to the church. So where was the truck?
A little bit past the church to the left.
Like just in a field or?
It was up like this little garage area, like a thing below.
Was it like a house, or was it?
Oh, it had like a little gravel driveway and this little opening.
So why were you all in there?
I guess he thinks somebody never told me.
Okay.
He never said why.
He just said he was going to Deep Creek.
How was the truck parked in there? Did you say garage-like area?
It was a little open little area with a little roof area.
Oh, okay. How was the truck
Or
parked?
he pulled in.
Pulled it backwards?
Yeah, backwards into it.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I say we knew every bit of that. And a while ago when you said you hadn't been out there in that area, we knew everything you just said. And we know the rest of that story. So you need to tell us what happened between you and him while y'all were out there in that garage.
Talked to him a little bit, and he said he was waiting for somebody, and we sat there for a little bit longer. I said to leave. So I walked away to the church, called my friend, came pick me up, pulled out here.
Who did?
And Zach.
Okay. We're missing a big chunk of the story there. From the time you all backed in to the time you called your boy to come get you. That's where we need to focus, because that's where you're not being honest with us.
A lot happened from the time you backed in, and just like Detective said, to the time that Zach came and picked you up.
If something happened that was an accident, we can work with that. But you got to be honest.
We talked a little bit, and then he got a phone call, and then we talked a little bit longer. So I wanted to leave, so I left on the secret church, which wasn't that far away.
And who came and got you?
From Zach.
And was he by himself?
Yeah.
Sure.
He's a blind person.
Okay. See how I know things that you don't know I know?
Who all was in the V?
Him and
So let's back up till you all reverse and pull into that garage thing. How long did y'all sit there?
I was only there maybe 20 minutes.
What did y'all talk about?
We were just talking about just everything in general. School, people, stuff like that.
If a dude called me and said, hey, let's go to this spot, we go to the spot, and we're just kind of sitting here, he's waiting on somebody. I mean, you didn't say, man, what are we waiting on? What are we doing?
I asked him, he never really told me.
I need to be really, really think about what happened at that spot, and this is a very important moment. You need to tell me what happened. If it was an accident, if you all got in a little argument, were you scared? Did something?
I was a little sketched out that we were just sitting there. I left.
No, it's not true.
It is. I left.
You did leave.
But something happened before you left that we all know that's why we're here.
You have to understand something. In the crazy world of CSI and all that kind of stuff. Just imagine at the tools that we have, even in small town Mercer County, that helps us solve crime. Okay? The only way to make this right is to be honest. Completely.
That truck right now is at Frankfurt at the lab, which is people going all over from head to toe. So you need to tell us everything you can tell us about what happened, the time you all pulled in, to the time you called your boy.
Not only the truck, but there's items inside the garage.
Yeah, there's things all over the garage.
We pulled in, we talked for a little while. So I called him, he was talking to them for a little bit, maybe a minute. Hung it up, we talked a little bit longer. I was kind of sketched out that we were just sitting there. Decided to leave, so I walked to the Deep Creek Church, called my friend, and asked him to come in.
We know that before you left, there was a confrontation between you two. Of some type.
We didn't have a confrontation.
You absolutely do.
I did not have a conversation with him.
And if it was just an argument that got out of hand, or an accident, or something like that, we need to know that now. Now's your time to tell us.
We didn't have a confrontation.
Was you showing off, or somebody accident?
Nothing happened.
We all know. Everybody knows something happened in that spot, or we wouldn't be sitting here.
Nothing happened while
And you were.
I left. I went back to my friend's house.
We talked. I don't even know how many people we've talked to, honestly. There's no other way you're going to get this behind you than to talk about it right now. There's no other way that you're going to get this off your chest. There's no reason for you to have to live with that on your chest. You have to be honest. as bad as that voice inside of you telling you, please don't tell because you're scared. I know you're scared. I can see your neck, the vein in your neck is about to explode because you're so nervous. And that's a sign. All the evidence that we've collected, all the evidence that we're going to continue to collect, tells a different story. And there's no way you can get out of that. You've got to be honest. You've got to tell us if it was an accident. You need to tell us it was an accident. There's got to be an explanation. Things just don't poof and happen. Something had to go wrong.
There's no mysterious third party that showed up. There was two people there, you and him.
There's no evidence that points to anybody else being there but you and him. Do you understand? If you have questions, ask us. If we can answer it, we will. All right? This is not one way. You can ask us. If you want to know something, we'll try our very best to tell you.
Couldn't somebody just like cleaned up them demons?
No. Somebody, let's just, for example, somebody could have tried it, and they may have cleaned up a little bit. They're not going to clean up everything because they have no idea what we're looking for.
And when someone tries to clean up, it's super obvious to people that know what they're doing. There was a detective out there that's been a KSP detective for 41 years. He knows when someone's trying to clean something up. He started when I was 5. He knows what he's doing. And there was no one else there but you two guys. Something happened between you two. Was it an argument? Was it an accident? But now's your time to tell us because we know something happened between you two. 100%. Not a doubt. We just don't know.
And we're able to prove that.
Yeah, we know it happened. We just don't know why it happened. Was it an argument? Was you showing off a gun or something like that? Was it an accident? Well, we know what happened. Now's the moment.
I'm going to get close to it here. But wait. Let me tell you something. There's no other way to get this behind you than to sit in that chair right now and tell what happened. All right? You and Tristan friends, right? We need. Why? Why did this happen? You've got to tell us, Tristan. There's nobody else can. Tristan, tell us. You're the only one that can make this right. But sitting there and just, and you're scared. I get that. You're scared. I'd be scared. All right? But it's not going to go away. It's never going to go away. But you can try to move past it. But you've got to tell us what happened. Your family needs to know. Your mom needs to know. We've got to know. And the only person that can tell it is truth. That's it. You're not being honest. I can see it in your eyes. Dude, I've been doing this job 18 years. All right? I can look at your face and tell you you've got something to say. You're just too scared to say it. Just let it go. Are you scared? It's okay. It's okay to be scared. That's natural. But we need to know why. We gotta know why. And the way you can make this right, okay, and apologize the best way that you can now is to tell us what happened so we can tell everybody what happened. His family deserves to know what happened. Right? Flip the roles. Your mom would want to know. She wants to know now. You got to tell us what happened. Let me tell you, it's okay to cry. If you feel like you got that, it's okay. It is fine. If you're gonna bawl like a baby, that's fine. If you're gonna cry and tell us a thing, that's okay. Don't be afraid to do anything. You've got to tell us. And you know you do. You know you've got to tell us. Right? Someone would make this right. So what happened?
He had been trying to move friends off and stuff and saying stuff. And he said that if one of the friends didn't pay him, he'd go kill him. So,
If one of your other friends didn't pay him some money,
he told him something.
what did he tell him?
I mean,
Okay. And he said, if you don't pay me, I'm going to kill him. Were you scared for your friend? Did you think they would try to hurt him? So what did you do?
I borrowed from my friend's gun.
Okay.
Out there and shot him 3 times.
We need to get a lawyer, okay?
Okay. Well, so you stay right here, okay?
And I'll be right back, okay? Okay?
Still, I'll have, Ernie, you stay here for a second. I can go up to the hall and leave my left here by myself. Come on.
So mom's like, yeah, this is probably a good time for an attorney. Yeah, might be a little late, but yeah, she definitely said that's enough. And so while they're waiting to obviously arrest him, more than likely, the grandpa comes up to the station, and I like the grandpa. I'm a little old school, and the grandpa seems to be about duty, and I can appreciate that. I think you'll see what I'm talking about. I like people that's like, hey, look, I'm not going to spoil it. I'll let you watch it.
Thanks, sir. Huh?
Yeah, you would. You might as well be.
Now, I know what you're thinking. This is the first time you've seen this guy stand up. Yes, he's 6'6". He's like 270 pounds. He should be protecting somebody's blind side and not out killing people. He pisses me off, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I am not that tall. I'm not that big. And I was a really good football player in high school. I didn't play at the next level, but I was really, really good in high school. And I really totally believe if I was that size, I'd be in the NFL, or I would have played in the NFL. And so people like that piss me off because instead of going to BYU or to Nebraska or go to Ohio State or something like that, you are killing people. He's a freaking sophomore at 6'6", 270. Bruh.
They are coming back. Right. I mean, back to. I can just have a seat.
I'm gonna let them sit with him and they can talk to him and all. We got to take off.
What has happened is not truly know what happened. Are you handcuffed? Is there anybody else involved in this? Just you? You talked to my friend. Why? He said, remember first. Yeah. It's over now. He said, that's done. Well, it's not going to do me any good to tell you stuff like that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for you. I'm so sorry for the boy's family. That's what I'm sorry for. You've done a terrible thing. You're going to have to face up to the punch. You're probably going to be locked up that time. So I want you to.
I love you, okay?
I love you. We all love you. I don't want you to go. You go to wherever you're locked up at. Well, where would he be incarcerated at? Probably E-Town. E-Town? I don't want you to live with that. None of them other people.
about what you've done. Do you hear me? There's all kinds of rats in there. You don't need to act big or nothing like that. You keep to yourself. That's going to be locked up for a long time.
You'll get a lawyer, okay?
You'll get a lawyer. Just hated that you have to go so far away from home. But we will be down to see you. So we'll bring you back for preliminary hearing and stuff. I don't have any. Your mother said she did. Why don't you talk to nobody? You've got a lawyer from this point forward. Do you hear? Nobody. No policemen. No jail employees. No inmates. Nobody. I'm so sorry for you. So sorry. I don't know anything else to tell you. We will be to see you regularly. Do you know your mother's phone number by heart? Okay.
Ma'am, this is the gentleman that does the court appointed stuff that we were talking about. So that may be a little quicker to get hold of it instead of going to the courthouse. Okay.
What is it?
How to get that card for it.
Public advocate. There's nothing we can do. Just pray if you've ever prayed before. And face something back. You've committed a terrible crime. You have to face the punishment. But God's always on your side. Always. Won't you pray? Most kind and gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you, Lord, in this terrible time, Father. Lord, we come to you for the family of the loved one that has been lost, whose life has been taken, Father. I pray, Lord, that you'll comfort that family, Lord, and just give them reprieve, Lord, from the agony and pain that they are suffering right now, Father. Father, I also pray for Trent. And I pray for Melissa, Father, and for this family, Lord, that you'll comfort this family, Father, throughout this ordeal, Lord, and that you'll give Trent strength to do the right thing and to stand up for what he has been accused of doing, Father, and that he will be forthcoming with his attorney, Lord, and that today is the start of the process to the end, Father. And I pray, Lord, you forgive us of our sins. I pray, Lord, that you forgive this terrible, terrible thing that he's been accused of doing, Lord. And Father, you do forgive us, for you have said that you would forgive us because our Savior Jesus Christ has covered our sins, Father, in his precious blood, Lord. And I pray that Trent will turn to Jesus Christ during this ordeal, Father, and that he will confess his sins, Lord, and ask for forgiveness, Father, and to know that he has hope, and that he has an eternal life, Father, waiting for me, regardless of what has happened, Lord. I pray, Father, that you forgive us all. Forgive us when we fail to do your will, Lord. In the precious and holy name of Jesus Christ, I pray.
Amen.
We will need to see you. All will probably won't come too. I don't know how the visitation or anything's set up. We'll find out how it is, and you're going to be separated from your family for a long time. So we will stand by you. Don't think that we don't love you, because we all have always loved you. That we will be there with you. So there's going to be a process here to go through. I don't want to lie to you. Probably the next, very much possibly the next 10 or 12 years of your life is going to be like that.
Now, I know we can't see his face, but the moment is actually having an effect. Let's watch a little bit more.
I don't know anything else to tell you. There's nothing I can do to make anything better for you or for your mother.
Explain that, sister.
Here, I've got a handkerchief.
Okay. I just wanted to. We got a handkerchief. Thank you.
Get up. Okay. Life, as you know, it's going to change. I'll just let you know it's going to change. You might be in there bragging about what you've done. Never brag, but that's nothing to ever do. It's nothing to brag about. Especially don't be bragging. Only people you talk to is behind me. Long. You don't sign. I don't guess you sign anything.
No, we've not.
Yeah.
I stopped on that.
Yeah, you don't sign anything until you have a lawyer. You're going to need a lawyer. So, I don't know anything else to say.
Well, they're going to take you down here.
Please, that's my friend. You cannot hold nothing back. You do that. There's the people involved. You have to let it come out. You cannot hold back. But you know, it's longer. You don't talk to my more police about it. It makes me joke and cut out kids with me. You should say things. But you don't do that. Okay? Remember that. The lawyer is the one that you talk to. I don't know anything else to say.
I don't either.
Man, they just don't chisel out men like that anymore, man. I mean, the guy has a balance of duty and family and justice and all these things. It's a balance. And he's like, hey, you know, son, don't say anything while you're in there. There's some rats, you know, they'll tell on you and everything. But at the same time, you might have to sit down for a while. You have to spend, you're going to be away from your family for a little bit. You know, you got to have to appreciate him and his realism. I mean, the dude's being real, you know, I can appreciate that. But we're going to move on because he said he might have to sit down for 10 to 12 years. Maybe. Depends on what else, whether evidence comes up in the case. And one of the other students in the school approached the police, came to the police station to tell them about somebody that told them about maybe they were there. Maybe they were there. This is very interesting. Let's get into it.
I ain't sitting in my seat.
Well, you
Give me
started
the
over
comfy
here.
That's the comfy one. That's a good one. Okay. And you are mother?
Yes. Same last name.
Susie?
Yes.
Susin.
So what you got?
I was at the funeral home today, and the funeral space with my friend,
Uh-huh.
and there was a couple guys that was riding bikes down the road, and you know, stopped them and you know went to talk to him. He's like, "Come on, man, let's go inside and go see him." And you know, he was like, "I can't go in there." I was like, "Why can't you go in there?" And he's like, "I just can't." So I was like, "All right." So I just walked away and went across back the street, back into the funeral home. And, you know, the guys that came back across the street, you know, was in the parking lot at the side. And, I started talking and stuff, and, you know, I just started getting upset, and I started crying and said, you know, my friend's been murdered. And, so I was just, like, I had so much emotions in my mind, like, I didn't know how to react. I started breathing real heavy, you know, and, so, you know, my friend, she showed me a message on Facebook of what one of the guys sent her and said I can't go in there because I was there.
Who was it?
Cole. And I said, all right, I'll go talk to him. So I stepped inside and me and him started talking. And he said that him, and it was him, Megan Sims, and Zach Away. And I said, what all happened? He said, they go sell a gun, they ripped him off for $50, they already had the gun, they gave him $50, Tristan off, and Tristan back and said, I don't care what you do, and so to go walk away, and that's when they started shooting. They said that he got shot in the head 3 times and 5 in the back. And
What was he when it happened? Did he say?
They said that he said that after he got shot that he ran off, that he ran away because he just saw his friend get shot and he didn't want to be the next, so that's when he took off running.
And they were still there when he took off.
And well, that's what he told me. And maybe about 30 minutes later, there's another kid that came out of the funeral home and stopped me and talked to me. He said, dude, do you know what really happened? I said, no. And he was like, well, I just talked to his sister, and his sister just told me. And I said, well, what happened? He said that Zach tortured him before he was shot. Said that Zach and cut off his pinky and had beaten him half to death before they had shot him. And after they shot him, they drove off and then came back an hour later and drug his body back into the barn. And then that's when they drove off, and then I guess that's what was left. They just left and never came back and just left him laying in the barn.
Sister told him that? So who tells you not, I'm assuming, a couple hours ago?
Yes.
The visitation?
He calls his sister on the phone, and his sister brings the phone to me because I'm cooking and washing clothes. And he's telling me the same thing he's telling you about calling done. And I said, and I told you from the beginning that this was a setup, that there's more to it than what they're saying.
So Cole tells you that he saw them shoot in the head 3 times.
He said he was shot, and they was reporting. I've heard so many stories that he was shot 9 times, 13 times, 20 times.
What did Cole, regardless of anybody else has told you anything, what did Cole exactly tell you?
So that he was shot and watched him hit the ground, and that's when he just took off running.
So where did he got shot in the head and shot in the back?
I've heard plenty of the stories of the same thing where he's been getting shot in the head and then shot in the back.
But Cole
specifically told me that. But that's when I started assuming that's like, then why even run if you just saw your friend just get shot, just get murdered, why would you run off just because you didn't want to be the second one? I mean, you could at least, stay there with him and call the police, call somebody, let them know instead of just leaving his body there and let them get away with it, knowing that you're going to be part of it, knowing that you're going to be, because, there are going to be, just cops, detectives, calling, all the witnesses, calling everybody who may have something to do with it or know something about it, and you're a big part of it because you was there. So why run if you know you're just going to eventually if you're still going to catch up to you and you're going to turn yourself in? I said,
what did he say?
He said, man, I was scared. I didn't want to be the second person shot. That's why I took off running. That's why I didn't come back.
So they went up there to sell a gun and was walking back towards the truck, and they shot him, and he took off running.
Sold the gun.
Right.
And he got shorted money. And he was walking back to the truck and turned back around and went back to them and said, look, I don't give an F what you do. I don't effing care. And that's when he tried to turn away and walk. And that's when they shot him. And that's when he hit the ground. That's when he just come down and started running.
So this interview coming up, I've never seen anything like it. I never have. I know most of you have seen almost everything. I've seen a lot of stuff as well. I've never seen anything like this. I don't think you've seen it either. So that's why I'm kind of excited to get a chance to bring it to you. Second of all, let me recap the situation. So we know that Gerard took Trenton with him to go get something to eat, dropped Trenton off. Trenton went and did whatever he supposedly did, called Zach, and Zach and Gerard went to go pick up Trenton. That was the original story. This guy saying, oh, no, Zach was there. Zach was there. Matter of fact, well, I'll let them say the story.
Yeah, right here, right in that bluish seat right there. Mom's gonna have a seat right here. Okay. My name's Frank Thornberry, Detective State Police. Understand you got information about some. Yes, I will. First off, hold on. What's your first name? Yeah. You go by Cole? Is that what they?
Yeah, that's my number.
Tell me what you know.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told the other dude. Pick me up. I'm not gonna lie. We smoked a blunt. Only way out there.
Let me get something really straight from right on. I am not a narcotics detective.
No, I mean,
I investigate murders and I investigate.
Well, I mean, he got my
crimes against
picture. I didn't know what the color of the truck was. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, I was fucked up that night.
Okay.
And he straight told me, he said, I gotta go out here. I'm selling a gun to this boy. And we got out there, and there was Zach Clay there, and there was Trump. And I was pretty sure it was Zach's girlfriend, Megan. He didn't have a girl with him, which is Megan Sims.
Megan Sims?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's sitting there, and he gets out, and I'm just kind of sitting in his truck, and he's just comes back, and he's like, hey, count his money. He's like, I just got shorted some money. So I was like, all right, what do you want to do? You just sold him your gun. I mean, it ain't like you can go out there and go, hey, give me your money.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes out there, they start arguing, and because they're yelling, pretty clearly walks up and was like, I don't give a fuck what y'all do. And starts walking back to the car. Well, probably less than a minute later, you hear somebody yell, shoot him, and 2 shots went off, and there had to be at least 5 or 6 that followed after that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wigged out and ran. I mean, because I was with some kids that just got shot. And I was up here, and some chick came and got in my face about it. And it's tough, dude, but that's what I know.
Okay.
But I know there was Zach Clay shot him first. And it was probably a good 1, 2 in the morning, because he picked me up at my house around 12.
Zach Lady?
No, I was with
So just to recap what he just laid out, this is kind of the premise of what's happening here. Cole claims to have been a passenger in the red truck in Tristan's truck that night that he's killed. No one else seems to have known that. He was a passenger. He was there. That's his claim.
1, 2 in the morning?
Yes. And then the story got out and said there was another kid there, but I only seen 3 people, and that was...
So who was there?
That, apparently Megan, but just assuming that was Megan. She's got blonde hair and supposed to be the ex-girlfriend.
Where'd you go?
So we went to Dean Creek Baptist Church, is where I was at. That's where I saw it anyway.
How'd you get back?
I ran. I walked, hitchhiked whenever I got to Macville Road. Cause, I mean, once they left, I didn't know what the hell to do. I was trying to get out of here. So, I mean, I just watched a dude I was with get gunned down over with his own gun just because they shorted him some money. I mean,
what kind of gun was it?
I know it was a handgun. I'm not really familiar with makes and models, but I know it was a handgun for sure.
So they shot him in the parking lot?
I was pretty sure they shot him in the parking lot. So I was positive that was where we were at. But like I said, I was fucked up the night. And he told me they didn't shoot him in the parking lot. No. Okay. But I was with him that night and crossed my heart and hope die. I mean, I watched Zach Clay shoot him first, turns up, grabs the gun, and continues shooting him. Because Zach shot him a total probably 2, 3 times.
Where did he shoot him?
I know Zach shot him, I think it was in his stomach or his back. And I know he got shot in his legs. And I mean, I really didn't check on him because I was waiting. I mean, I got the hell out of college.
So...
But later on, I heard the story progressed that they tried to smash his head with a rock and all kinds of shit. And I was like, dude, that's supposed to be your best friend. And I knew Zach was there. And they tried to say Zach went to drop Gary off. And I was like, Zach was there the whole time. He shot Tristan first time. Because Said he didn't fuck what he did. Shot him. Okay. He fucking shot him up, took the gun and continued shooting him. That's all I know.
So did you see Zach, or
I seen
hit?
I seen Zach shoot him the first time, and I just ducked in the truck. And just kept my head down until they left. And once they left, I ran.
And you
I left on foot.
So was it in a church parking lot? Is
That's where I thought we were at, yes, sir.
Well, describe the area.
It was dark outside. I mean, there was no lights outside, and I was pretty sure we had pulled up to a church, but I'm not for sure. Me and Tristan smoked previously before we got there.
What did you smoke?
Marijuana.
So what day was this?
I don't know. I don't even know school. I know today's Monday. That's it.
So you don't know what day it was?
No. It was late at night. It happened 3-4 days ago, probably. And I know they found him like 2 days later, but I really should have just spoke up then. But I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, I was scared.
What did the gun look like?
It was a black handgun. I was positive of it. I was pretty sure it was, you know. But no. Oh well. I just want to get the hell out of here. Well, then scared the hell out of me.
I just got here, man.
The Harrisburg police done scared the hell out of me.
Why?
Because the Kentucky State Law Enforcement rolled up on me like he wanted to talk to me, and next thing I know, there was like 6 cops around. I was like, oh, damn.
Kentucky State Law Enforcement.
It was a big gray Dodge truck. It was a gray fella.
Rode up on you?
Yeah, because he was at the funeral home. So whenever he pulled out, he came in behind me, and all my buddies were like, hey, you better get out of here. And I was like, I'm not running. He's right there, dude. If I run, he's going to think something's up. I mean, he was like, you want to come talk to me? And I was like, yeah, I guess. And
so did Tristan call you or anything? Or?
No, sure not.
He just showed up to your house?
I talked to him the day before.
He said, hey, you want
I wanted to hang out, and he said, yeah, my buddy went to sleep, and I had nothing to do, so that's why I hung out. I was sitting there playing fish on my phone when he came and picked me up.
Did y'all go anywhere else? Did you?
No, we went straight to my house there.
To the church?
To the church.
And you don't know what day this was?
No, I don't.
It was 1 or 2 in the morning.
It was probably about 12:30 when he picked me up.
Yeah, I know it was late when he picked me up because I never knew he was gone.
Gregory didn't even know he was gone. He was asleep on a couch. Greg said he woke up at like 4 in the morning and took my cover and realized I wasn't there. I should have just spoke up.
Yeah, you should have. You should have been come home with your mom. We'd have to go to the police station.
Mom, you're scared. You don't even know.
I understand that, but sometimes you have to do what's right, even if it scares you to death.
So where was Tristan exactly when he got shot?
I don't know. I don't really know. I just know they were fighting and arguing and somebody else shoot him and he got shot.
And that took place where?
I was pretty sure we were in church. Honestly, it was pretty.
Blacktop, grass, graveyard, front porch.
They were in the grass, I was pretty sure.
In the grass.
Because I remember getting out and we were parked at the church. And whenever I got out, they just had left and they just left him laying there and I took off. I was trying to get out before they came back and, realized I was with him. Try to.
Did y'all talk on the way out there?
Yeah, we talked. He's just very clearly I'm going out here to sell a gun to this dude, and I was like, all right, I'll ride with you.
Did he say he was going to sell it to?
No, but I mean, I recognized the dude because I've seen because I used to live next to him.
Okay.
And it was Zach West. You cannot miss that boy.
Okay. So Zach was already out there.
Zach was already out there now.
Who was with him?
And I was pretty sure Megan Sims, but I'm not too for sure on the Megan.
Were they in a vehicle or were they standing outside?
They were in a vehicle and Zach was already standing outside waiting on him.
Do you remember what the truck or the vehicle looked like?
I'm sorry, did not.
I
was not really paying that much attention. I was just trying to get this
Did you
deal
hear
over
any of
with.
the argument? Did you hear what?
I mean, he came back to the truck and he was like, I just got shorted over $100. I'm gonna go back
When you
out.
say he came back to the truck, talking about
Yeah.
Zach.
No, talking about shit.
Talking about truck.
He came back and was like, I just got shorted some money. I'm gonna go out here. And I was like, all right, well, you just sold them your gun. So
Okay.
he goes back out here, starts arguing with them, and walked up and was like, I don't give a fuck what y'all do. You can do whatever, because they were about to fight. And he goes back to the car and was like, and next thing I know, I hear shooting. 2 shots go off, and like I said, there was 5 or 6 that followed after that. And I watched him run up and take the gun and shoot him after Zach had done shot him twice.
And then you took off because you said you were.
I was scared. I mean, I didn't know what to do. I just watched him through that road with get shot down. I mean,
Did you call him or anything saying he was on his way up there?
he might have. I mean, he said he already had it set up, was going to meet him. I mean, when I got in the truck, he said, we got to go out Deep Creek because I was like, okay. I figured we were going possibly get some mud or, you know, because Zach was into all that. But we went to sell a gun. And he got shorted money in the argument and he got shot. And I mean, I've heard 20 different stories myself that I know ain't true. I mean, I've heard it was a hate crime. They shot him because he was gay. And I was like, man, I've seen this boy pull masked women. And there's no way he's gay. But I don't know what to tell you. That's all I know.
Have you spoken with anybody since then? Have you spoken to?
You know.
Nobody. Never talked to
Keep
Zach.
it to myself. Hell no, I wasn't talking to Zach.
Okay.
I mean, I straight told everybody around me because they all did. They all got out that Zach was there and Zach wasn't getting in trouble for it. All the blame. And I was like, all right, if Zach gets out, I'm gonna beat that motherfucker to death myself because he's gonna pay for what he did. I mean, I hope he got.
Were you and Zach friends before? I mean,
No. But never.
Did you ever have words or anything? Were you ever?
Never talked to him.
So.
That was.
Okay. So you weren't around him much.
No. I've seen
Our neighbor, but it's like this. We lived in a little tiny house. We were poor, and they lived in a big giant mansion because they're wealthy. So you know, they didn't really talk much.
Never really talked to him. I seen him at school, knew who his girlfriend was, and who he hung out with. That was it.
When he came to pick you up to go out there, at 1:30, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and you walked out the vehicle, you don't remember what it looked like, or if it was.
I mean, I knew it was a little pickup truck, but I didn't remember the color of it. But I mean, it was dark outside, and
It wasn't a dual cab little truck or anything.
I just knew it was a little truck.
Bench seats, bucket seats.
I mean, I've been in several little trucks. It was bench seats.
Bench seats.
I'm pretty sure.
Any ground effects, any lights on the inside?
Not that I noticed.
You know, if I got in your car and
That you would notice,
Yeah, I
like I
noticed.
had lights.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you had a neat.
Not that I noticed. I mean, I've rode several cars. I've been upside down.
But you need.
One car.
Okay.
You want to know when you was in Washington County.
Yeah.
But I just can't believe it happened like that. I mean, like I said, once they left, I was getting out of there before they came back and realized I was.
And you know, you and I talked several times in the past.
Yeah.
You do understand the seriousness of what you're saying, and that this is not something that you're angry about, or.
I mean, at first I was pissed. I mean, I was ready to hunt them down and kill them myself. But I'm glad you guys caught them. I'll tell you the truth. Very glad. I hope they get life in prison. I mean, I think it's fucked up that you're going to shoot your own best friend after you just watched your own buddy shoot him. Be your best friend, going to keep shooting him? Okay. I hope you get life in prison. That's not manslaughter, buddy. That's homicide. It ain't like you just accidentally ran him over. No, you shot him repeatedly.
So Megan was there also, and she saw this too?
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was Megan. I'm not too for sure, but I know it's a blonde girl. I know Zach's girlfriend's blonde. Her name's Megan Sims.
Okay, but you never heard.
I never heard her name, but I'm assuming that's who it was because they were in Zach's car.
They were in Zach's
I
car.
was pretty sure they were in Zach's car, yes.
Okay, well, do you remember what it looked like, what color it was, anything like this?
No. I just know Zach was one driving. And then rumor got out that Zach took Jerry the only one there that killed him. And Zach was there the whole time. And I'd never even seen a third dude. I'd seen 3 people total that was with him, which was Zach, I'm assuming Megan.
What, any other people that you know of?
No, not that I know of. I'd seen 3 people, like I said. There was one female blonde haired. She's probably a little shorter than me. She's probably, when I stand like 5'6", she's probably 5'4". And then there's Zach. And I didn't know their faces for sure.
When you hitchhiked home that night, about what time was it when you got to Michael Road?
I hit Maxwell Road, it was probably 2, because I walked down Deep Creek before.
Okay.
And I probably made it about halfway to Rose Hill Food Basket from Deep Creek by the time I got picked up. I don't remember what time it was.
Okay, do you remember?
I know who picked me up.
Okay.
They were driving a white single cab truck, white Chevy truck.
Okay. Did they ask you what you were doing out or why?
No, they just asked me where I was.
Did you know them?
No.
Never saw them before?
No.
White male, white
It
female?
was white male.
Okay.
Pardon me, my head's on that stuff.
All right. Old
But they were
person.
probably about mid-30s, early 40s maybe. But they picked me up and just asked me where I was going. I told them I was walking the rest of the way back to town to stop to see this chick. But that's what I'm through.
So where'd they take you to?
They took me to my house, brought me out.
Really? Okay. That's pretty good.
But I mean, I've walked all the way from Deep Creek to Old Dixville Road before.
What was you doing on Deep Creek before?
Seeing a chick. Being a chick.
Okay.
Dummy. Not a good idea.
Had you ever been out to the church before?
I've been up to the church before, yeah.
For what?
Just scoop off.
Smoke a little weed?
Yeah.
Any connected? I'm not, and he's, like he said, we're not trying to jam you up or anything, but just trying to get a clearer picture of what's going on. Was there something out in that area that attracted you to Deep Creek Church other than it's just remote or?
BFE.
Okay.
Far away from anybody.
Okay.
You don't want to be riding around in town, smoking blunt, and get pulled over. I mean,
but there's no house that you went out to and hung out?
No, we were
no
just,
trailer, no
we were just
double
riding and smoking.
Okay.
What was that? What was
I don't remember. I'm scared. So. I mean, I just try to block it out that it even happened.
you wearing a t-shirt?
I was pretty sure. Shorts or something? He's always wearing, he generally is wearing t-shirts and short shoes like mine. Which are, he's usually wearing off tires, so I'm wearing a t-shirt.
So you think he was wearing a t-shirt that night?
That's what I thought he was wearing. But I mean, he's always generally dressed like I am from what I've seen this fall.
But that night?
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember what he was wearing at all?
No, I wasn't paying that much close attention. Like I said, we went riding and smoking, stole a gun, and he got shot, and it scared the shit out of me.
And he was in the grass at what you believe to be.
I believe he was in the grass, but I don't know, dude. That night
then
me all up.
I mean, there's where have you heard that we found him?
I heard he was found in his dad's barn, actually.
His dad's barn?
Yes.
Where's his dad live?
That's where I heard they found him. That I was told. Somebody told me that they went back and tried to hide him at Deep Creek Church and tried to cover him up with rocks. And then they said that didn't work. And then they took him to a barn and moved his truck up there. I was, okay. What the hell would you...
But they left.
Yeah. And then,
before you left.
Well, then I seen on the news that they found him in the parking lot. I mean, that was whenever I was already back home. And the next day, my buddy wakes me up and was like, hey, it's dead, dude. Mm-hmm. And then he gets a call, and there's some chick telling the story, and that they'd smashed his head with a rock and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, no.
So you didn't...
No, I didn't watch a movie or anything. I just left.
But they left before you left.
Yeah, they left before I left. They left him there, actually. Just left him laying there, and I guess they came back moving. But I heard they came back and put him in a barn. And
when you go to the house and go down the woods?
But I was scared, dude. Scared for my life. I mean, that's...
Okay.
So you're standing outside the vehicle, and you see him go boom, boom, boom.
No, I was sitting in the truck.
Okay, so then you bail out.
No, I didn't tell. I waited for them to leave because I didn't think they knew I was with it yet. I mean, I just put my head down, just waiting for them to leave because I didn't know if they were going to come over there and shoot me next or what.
So you're sitting in the truck.
And then once they left, I took off running.
You see the incident take place. You see the gun. You see the gunshots. You don't just hear them. You see them.
I see the first 2 gunshots and then down.
And you're down. Okay.
And then I heard probably 6 more after that.
And then you wait for them to leave.
Wait for them to leave, and as soon as I just jumped out of the truck and took off. Gone. I was not waiting on them to come back looking for anybody or anything. I was getting the hell out of Dodge. I even went up here to his visitation. I didn't even want to go there. Yeah. 3 of us. None of us wanted to go in, and one of our friends talked our buddy into going in.
You ever watch
CSI and CIA, watch it all.
I'm not going to lie. I was kind of impressed right there the way he finished his question. He didn't even get the thought out. And the kid was like, oh, yeah, I watched those.
You ever watch
CSI and CIA, watch it all.
Do you?
Used to watch it all. Now I got cable and ain't gonna have to watch it all.
That's what I do.
I figured you because you said you were a detective before you listened.
I have a forensic team in Frankfurt.
Right?
Mm-hmm. State Police, Kentucky State Police Lab. I have a detective that was there with me. This been on 41 years in the State Police. It didn't happen in the church parking lot. And where it happened, it wasn't staged. I can tell you that for a fact.
Well, I know it wasn't staged. It wasn't supposed to go down like that. He was supposed to get his money if we were supposed to leave.
No, staged to crime scene.
The crime scene wasn't staged?
No. Do you know what that means?
No, I don't
In order for them, when you move a crime scene.
Oh, when they moved him. See, I just heard that they moved him. I didn't see him moving.
We wasn't anywhere near the church.
Oh, well, I thought we were at the church.
Multiple neighbors. Dude, I have spent a lot of hours on this. I've sent search warrants for cell phone records, pinging locations. You know what that means? If you have a smartphone, it will tell me exactly where that person is. I've already done that.
Okay. I mean, I ain't even got a phone that works. So. I mean, I ain't got a time on it or anything. Usually, most people I talk to, I use Facebook.
Does somebody want to tell them? After this, keep an eye on the officer's body language. This is hilarious.
I don't want to be an ass here, but I'm pretty blunt. I don't believe you. I truly don't.
Okay.
Because, and the only reason is because I've been to the crime scene. I processed the crime scene. I went from word go. Been to the truck. I processed the truck. I've been to another detective at the medical examiner's office called me every 15 minutes on what to do. There's a lot of information that I do, that I go through, and I follow the evidence.
Okay.
And the evidence doesn't match what you're saying, period.
Okay, but I was just saying I've seen him shoot him. I know Zach and them were there for a fact. I do not know exactly where we're at. I will tell you straight up, I was tired now.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched Zach shoot him.
How high were you?
I mean, we just had smoked 2 blunts. It's supposed to be really good loud. It's supposed to be like a funk or really good. But I know Zach shot him. I know he did. I watched that with my own two eyes. Zach shot him the first time, and I know Trent run it up and took the gun. That's all I know. I wasn't even trying to get drug up into it. I was just trying to get the hell out of there.
Evidence doesn't lie.
That's fine.
So, if you just want to get involved in this,
I'm not trying to. I was trying to stay out of it, sir. I mean, I don't.
if you're just in here to talk to us, just to talk to us and try to get
So I
involved,
just want to make sure that you guys caught who shot him. And I just wanted to tell y'all I know who shot him. That's all I really wanted to know. I didn't want to go through the hassle of what color the truck was, where exactly were we. I mean, to tell you the truth, I do not know exactly where we were. I know we were out by Deep Creek Baptist Church. And I was pretty sure we were parked in that parking lot, but I mean, I've only been there a couple times. Don't go to church myself. Well, I mean, I know those two boys shot it. And I know there was a girl in the car with them that was there.
Okay.
And from what I've heard, you guys have caught Zach. That's all I'm waiting on. That's what I heard, but they never really said. I know you guys have caught 2 males, according to what everybody's saying. And we all know Trump was one of them, and Zach was supposed to be the other one, but apparently Trump took all blame. Everybody, it's 40 different stories going around. I'm stressed out.
You want to go? Okay. All right, man.
At the end of episode 2, the detectives have a confession from their main suspect, 16-year-old Trenton Easterling, admitting to shoot Tristan Cole a total of 3 times. But they wouldn't be satisfied with just a confession, because now they want the murder weapon. And unfortunately, Zach Lay didn't tell the truth at the end of episode 1. But luckily for the police, it appears that Zach's girlfriend might know a thing or two about the missing firearm. And we'll hear what she has to say in the finale of the case in 24 hours for members and in 48 hours for the rest of my terrific audience. But remember, you can always punch a ticket to an early viewing by getting that like counter up to 1,000 likes and 500 comments. And I'll certainly oblige you all and drop the next episode like it's hot. So I'll see you all at the appointed times right back here on They Caught Me. Till next time.